welcome back, Jeeple. Long see no time. This is going to be the start of a very terrible thing. I got 24 days to do all of this. Let's throw a list up on the hood. Mostly, we have rust work to do. That's how this whole thing started. We'll break it down. I wanted to fix all the rust. That turned into, well, we have a bunch of dents. Let's fix that too. Well, if we're going to fix dents, we're going to have to repaint the whole thing. You know, I got a couple things left to do on the engine still. And some optional stuff I'd like to do on the inside that we're definitely not going to have time for, because that headliner is atrocious. And I would really like a new one. But this first, that second, this 2 days after the deadline. Before we get started, I'll give you a walk around of the whole Jeep, and then we'll probably catch back up after I tear the inside apart. Starting in the front, here we have the world's nicest 1995 Jeep Cherokee Country. That's right, fully loaded, power windows, not a single cup holder to be found. We got this winch bumper that I hate because it looks like it's got a gnarly chin on it. Nice blue and silver two-tone thing going on. I want to keep that whenever I repaint it, but maybe we'll do some nice like fancy flake in the silver. We got a hood that I want to make into a cow hood because the cheapest one's $850, and I think I can make it. So that's going to go terribly. I want a visor, so if anybody has one for not $500, please let me know, because as far as I know, they're not being made by Lund anymore. We got some rims that I took off a different Jeep. I don't know what they are. I'd like to polish them up again. If anybody knows what they are, please let me know. We got about a 4.5 inch lift on it. We got some nice dents that are all going to get fixed, as you can tell. Got some dents in here, dent in here, real big dent right there. 31s. Nice cracking in the fiberglass on the rear hatch. The bumper, I know a guy with one for sale for 40 bucks. This side's the pretty side. Dent wise, it's better than the other side until we get up to here and we see this nice, horrendous, my fender came misaligned and smacked into the other one. But I want to get some 97 plus front fenders for it, because I have a 97 plus header panel grill, headlights, marker lights, turn signals. So that's going to go on. Now I'm going to go destroy the inside of it and not fix the horrendous headliner. And I'll show it to you. All right, I got all the seats out of here. So it's coming along here. We're starting to find our rust. And I figured now would be a good time to stop and give you a little update, because if you have these tie downs in your trunk, your carpet's not going to come up because they're riveted. So you're going to have to take a drill and drill through them and then get something and pry them up. Nice. All right, back to business. Our carpet's mostly pulled up now. As you can see, we got some holes. Back under here doesn't look so hot. All this is going to be, this trunk area is going to be done with sheet metal. And so is the area down under here. For that stuff up there and on the other side, I got some floor pans that we're going to be putting up there. Unfortunately, the rest of them didn't ship, but I do have the door bottom and the lower quarter panel bottom that I don't really need right now. But we got 3 out of the 4 floor pans for up there, so we'll walk around, take a better look, and get into those. So this is what we're dealing with up here. Not really a whole lot left to her. So you can see our exhaust through the floor. This is fine. Back in here, that's not fun, especially because that's just going to be me with some sheet metal making stuff up as I go. The driver's side, luckily, is much better than that. Up here, that's pretty mint. Other than that one little hole and that little hole, she was solid. Back in here, not so much. I do have a hammer with me, so we can play my favorite game. I don't know what the game's called, but I do like playing it. We can give it a name. You can give it a name in the comments if you want. It's always worse than it looks. You just save yourself a lot of time with the grinder by doing that first, because you know what's junk. See, our frame is pretty solid. Actually. So that's nice. I will say one thing. For whatever reason, the heat from the exhaust really likes making these things rot out. They usually rot there and there first, but now even though my floors are gone in this thing, my rockers. Show me any Chevy truck in the last like 30 years. It's got rockers like that. I mean, even the inners. There's nothing wrong with the inners. Not a single hole in them. Barely even have any surface rust on them. I mean, look, there's still paint. So, door bottoms though, that's just another area. I mean, it doesn't have a hole in them yet, but I'm here. So, let's do them. All right, well, we're gonna go grab a grinder and start cutting this out. Yeah, should be fun. Let's do it. Passenger side floor is mostly cut out. We're still gonna have to grind away some of the spot welds up on this thin stuff, pull that off. It can't be stuck if it doesn't exist. All right, well, that wasn't very fun to do with a screwdriver, and I have a nice, pretty, brand new panel separator, so we're gonna grab that, my BFH, and there's a surprise for a different video. This is one of them shoulda, woulda, coulda, wish I did order one, because I need one now. It was kind of junk to begin with, but it's definitely junk now. After all that, this is what we're left with. The frame actually does look pretty good. It's not too scaly. I'm not seeing any holes in it up here. We'll take a look at what we started with, just for a comparison. Now I think the next video is going to be fitting the floor pans and getting them welded in. I don't think I'm going to show you guys taking this side out, just because it's going to be pretty repetitive compared to what we did over there. So that's it. We'll catch you in a couple days. I have 16 days left to finish this. We started with 26. So time is flying, but I cut my finger and needed stitches, so that had me down for a little bit. We'll catch you in the next one.